Greetings, Earthling of the Great Beyond. I am Captain Hangman of the Wonder Cheese. Welcome back. I want to talk about dating. And for those who know me, dating is not my strong suit. Mainly because I don't do it that often. And if I do it at all. So I want to talk to you about things, my dating history. What I've been doing. When I turned 6 and 7, I was known as pretty much a hound dog. Had a girlfriend every single day. Someone different every day. And that's the kind of thing you do as a kid. You kind of had a girlfriend or boyfriend every single day, just someone different every time. When I turned 7, I was adopted and I came to my town that I'm in at the moment. And basically, I didn't really want to date. I didn't have the interest. I had a friend who lived next to me, a road across from me, and my back gate was right next to her back gate. And we were best friends. We actually become such great friends, everyone thought we were dating. When she moved away, it's kind of sort of, I didn't even bother. Through junior school and high school, where most people sit there and go, oh, this is the middle school and high school sort of scenario where you're supposed to have multiple girlfriends or boyfriends. I didn't really bother. I liked girls, but I wasn't really interested in the whole dating scene. So, this whole point of me, I didn't really bother. When it came up to sort of leaving home at 16, I still wasn't interested. When I turned 19, I was working at a pub. Now, but obviously, in my town, if you're 16, you're still a virgin, you're seen as an outcast. And that goes with some towns in this country. If you're still a virgin, you're an outcast. So I was 19, and basically a lot of friends and a lot of family were constantly at me saying, come on, you have to get laid, you have to do this, you have to do that. And I wasn't interested. And at that time, there was only sort of people I only knew about 3 different sexualities, either straight, gay, or bisexual. So I thought, well, I don't really fit into any of these, so I'm not really interested. Because everyone was keep hounding me about it, keep seeing me as an outcast, someone turned around to me and said a girl's interested in me. So I thought, well, why not? Get on with it. So I started dating her, and we were in a relationship for 5 months. During that 5 months, obviously, we had sex, but to me, it wasn't interesting. It was pointless. It was a waste of time. And I always said sex was overrated. It wasn't really the sort of thing for me. So, when I entered the relationship with her, I was about 20 years old. And since then, I haven't really been dating. I'm now 31, and I've only had 2 people I've dated. One person I've met online, and we met up once, and that's about it. The whole idea of not meeting each other was more interesting than the fact that we actually did meet each other. And then a friend introduced me to someone else. And we texted, called, which was really interesting. But we dated twice, and it just didn't work out. We just didn't have that connection. By text and phone call, it was great. It was more 2 friends communicating. But that's about it. I haven't really dated. In the 11 years, I haven't really thought about getting another girlfriend. And it took me a while to realise what it is. I actually went to a website called isitnormal.com. This is a website that you go to where you can post something anonymously about sort of something that's a bit weird with you and something you do that's different. And people post anonymously in the comments to say what they think of it. I posted that I wasn't interested in sex. I wasn't interested in about relationships. I wasn't interested in anything. Someone said the word asexual. No one who I know, and not even myself, were aware of this word. So I typed it into Google. I typed it into YouTube, and I found some channels, and I found some videos, and I found some information about asexuality. Nikola Tesla never got married. He was probably died a virgin because he was asexual. There are several people alive today, and several people who have been known for history, who would be classified as asexuals. And I didn't even know about this. I knew these people. I've actually seen a few videos, a few films with some people in it. I've seen books and bits and pieces, and I've learned stuff in school about certain people, but I didn't even know they were asexual. So I started reading into it. And as more information I go, I understand it a lot more. I'm not sexually attracted to anything. Don't really have sexual attraction. I don't find it interesting. I find sex is overrated, and it's the sort of thing. I came up to a family member, said that I was asexual, and that family member still to this day hasn't quite clocked on but other members of family and friends have been accepting of me. That's the thing. What is sexuality? Sexuality can range from all sorts of aspects. There are more sexualities commonly known now than were 10 years ago. The LGBT community knows more about this information than just normal people. Because, well, we'll say normal people, the straight people. Because these things are more open and more aware of it. The thing is, some governments are now more aware and more open about it. Ireland has recently been able to allow same-sex marriages to go through by popular vote. This is a country that has been known to be hard-felt Christians, where that sort of thing is not allowed. But it's now available. More countries every day are allowing same-sex marriages or people with multiple sexualities to get married. But what about me? I don't really fancy getting the idea of getting married. I have my family member, the one I came out to, saying you have to get yourself a girlfriend, you have to get married, you have to have kids. I don't want to get married. I don't want to get kids, and I don't really fancy a girlfriend. These are the sort of things about me. That's the way I am. I'm happy on my own. I'm happy being me. I'm happy living by myself. I can go home, walk through from my door, strip down and sit in my bed, just my boxers, and just chill out. I don't want someone nagging at me to clean up. I don't want someone nagging me to sort of move around, or I've got guests coming around. No, I want to be by myself. I like the solitude. So I'm a bit of an introvert. I don't really go out that often. I'm quite happy being me. The thing is, some people don't understand these sort of sexualities. They don't understand the idea of dating. They think everyone should be able to go out, pick up a boy or girl, or man, woman, whatever, and just get on with it. But some people, like myself, have no game. I have no gift of the gab. I can't woo someone. I can go up to someone, start a conversation, and I end up being friends with them. I never go for the whole juggler sort of thing, where going the idea of becoming a relationship, or aiming towards a relationship, or aiming towards just a one-night stand, because that's something I'm not into. But people don't understand what this sort of thing is about. That's the reason why I don't have game. I don't talk to many people that often. I don't talk to others. Strangers are very difficult to approach. That's the reason why my dating game is well out of the way. I haven't had the need for it. Haven't had the desire for it. That thing is, why do I feel this way? Some people say, you're not born with it, it's a choice. Well, sometimes it is a choice by either being social conditioning. Some people in certain parts of the world are conditioned that they should be straight, when in fact they feel something different. Some people who don't feel sexual attraction at all are forced to be into relationships because it's the right thing to do. Sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes that's not the right thing to do. So, what do? We should respect the fact that we feel the way we do. Some people who like the idea of relationships should go for relationships, and those who don't shouldn't have to. We shouldn't pressurise other people into believing in a sexuality or believing in the morals that we believe in because they're different. Everyone is unique in every single way. The way they think, the way they act, and people they like. You shouldn't tell someone to be friends with someone else. You shouldn't tell someone they should date someone else. The idea is, if that person wants to, they'll go for it. If they don't, they won't even bother. If someone asks that they want help with getting into a relationship, and you have a few people they might be interested in, then fine, fair enough. But sometimes, by telling someone they should be dating, they should be having kids, they should get married, that's something they shouldn't be doing. It's down to them. It's down to their personal preferences. Everyone is more open nowadays. The world is changing. The world has become more open about the way things are. So, leave a comment. What sort of things do you get interested in? Do you have no sexual libido? Or do you have loads of it? Are you a Charlie Sheen? Or a Nikola Tesla? Leave a comment. Leave a like. Subscribe if you want to. As always, see you later.